the humanity.
Hey, everybody, it's the program. We're on TV.
Once a day, every day, we turn on the machines and we just continue talking until we stop, which is like an hour from now, thereabouts.
That's right. We're back again.
Where did we go? Oh, somewhere else.
Yeah, we went to TCTV.
Undisclosed location.
440 Yager Way.
In the mountains of planet Earth.
440 Yager Way. Olympia, Washington.
Secret alcove.
How you doing today, Carl?
Myself.
How though? I guess who?
Well,
who are you? Who are you today?
Myself.
Yeah. How are you?
Myself.
No, how?
Well,
what are you?
I'm definitely not Carl Jr.
When are you?
Now.
How are you?
Me?
No, how?
Well, swell.
Like you want to? Yeah, swell. That's a good answer. I was gonna.
The sky.
Some answers, like good or. Seems like to me.
I think my drawstring in the back of my body is like broken.
I don't know what you
now
mean.
Making up new catchphrases that don't even make sense. Although sometimes people that watch this program, I have said, Carl, how are you doing today? And I say myself.
You've never said that before. This is the first one.
Well, on here in this realm, but you know things are constantly colliding and separating and
you
moving.
You expect people to remember the other realms?
I do remember the other realms.
It's hard. You have some extrasensory perception then, huh?
Well, I visit them like 3, 4, 5 days. No, 4 days a week.
You traveling through the realms
of different parts of the county. Yeah.
Well, I thought you were talking about realms of reality or something, maybe.
Well, or locations of reality. I could certainly live most of my days underneath the couch, and that's another realm.
Yeah.
But the dust bunnies would probably kick me out.
They'll
say, Carl, you're too messy to live here.
Yeah.
Get out. Which is fine. Because I don't like dust bunnies anyway.
They don't like you.
Yeah, they don't like me. I don't like them.
What's a dust bunny anyway?
Oh, it's a cloud of dust. You know, it's kind of held together with hair sometimes, and it gathers at specific, like people's kitchens or whatnot.
Not everybody's kitchen. Specific people.
It's an equal opportunity employer, or livable. Yeah.
It's when the dust gets chunky.
Sure. So it lives underneath tables, or under couches, or
I think couches maybe. Not tables. I think underneath the tables there's a lot of feet there and things.
Well, yeah, but if there was like huge, like strong draping cloth and whatnot, the wind would just like, how you get drafts in your apartment or whatnot, and if you just get the stagnant air that's just collected in certain areas, I think that's where dust bunnies fester. I think it was proven by Einstein. Yeah.
In his dust bunny theory of relativity.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to the Einsteins.
Shout out to you, Einstein.
Yeah.
I haven't seen too many dust bunnies, really. I don't see them too much. I guess I don't have a problem with them. You seem to have some more experience with them.
They tend to conjugate maybe more on carpets, because the carpet is like carpet kind of sheds, maybe, I guess, as you walk over it or something.
I live my life without carpet. I have no carpet here. I have no carpet where I go. I just like almost never see carpets. I forget that they're even a thing.
Yeah.
And then I go other places, I'm like, what carpets? How can you live like that? So many dust bunnies and weird things in the carpets.
Yeah.
It seems hard to deal with. You have a carpet?
Yeah. I got carpet at my apartment, and so there are dust bunnies that are breeding underneath my bed right now.
Oh no. Yeah.
I just heard a squeal. Someone was just being born right now.
The bunnies are squealing.
I'll call that Carl Jr. 3 times removed.
You're naming the dust bunnies after yourself? Aren't you gonna destroy them?
You would. Oh yeah, sure, yeah, of course, yeah, with
dark.
a lightsaber and
With like a vacuum or a...
Oh, well, yeah, that too.
Yeah. That's
And
dark. I think it's dark to
can of raid.
It's dark to name something that you're gonna kill. You're planning to kill. You name it after yourself.
Well, it's not really living, so am I really killing it?
Well, you said it. You're destroy it anyway. You're gonna destroy it, maybe not kill.
Yeah, and I said can raid.
I'll say destroy. You're gonna destroy it at least, right?
I'm gonna use a can of
you
raid
want to destroy them or throw them in the garbage.
Yeah.
But they are your namesake now.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm naming that piece of
I
trash
can't
after
kill
myself.
You. I can't kill you.
I'm naming this piece of garbage after myself, and then I'm gonna destroy it.
Why? Oh, yeah, because it's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad, and everyone likes hygiene all around me wherever I go, and yeah, you two people too. Yeah, everyone.
We were getting a phone call or something, but it went out.
Uh-oh.
We didn't get to talk to you too much yesterday, and I think you...
Well, there was so many people.
There was. We're back here in the studio. You know, how do you like the going out into the TCTV? Sometimes after I do this TCTV show, I don't feel like we've done the show.
What?
I sometimes feel like I want to do the couch show still.
No, well, every time I go to sleep, my clock resets, and I start recording for the next day.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
yeah,
no, that's not what happens. Oh, yeah, sure. No, what? Of course, yeah.
You don't know how it went yesterday. It's like, could have gone anyway.
Yeah, I could answer your questions in a million different multitudes of multi-universe.
Oh, you could. Well, let's see. Let's start off then.
Directional.
Answer a question again. What was my last question? Oh, how did you feel about that thing that went on yesterday?
I hated it. It was terrible.
Oh, how do you feel?
I want to go home.
How do you feel about that thing that happened yesterday?
It was. I did a lot of walking, and
how do you feel about that thing that we did yesterday, though?
Well, walking back and forth between parking lot and my house. Oh, and I see that you didn't forget the family. I texted Freddie.
How do you feel about that thing?
So many different
you're supposed to be making up a million different ways to answer the same question.
Sure, and I've given at least one complete response.
One complete response. The other responses were like just like John Webster responses, pretty much. If you know what I mean.
Comprende?
But how did you feel about the event that happened yesterday?
It was cool.
How did you feel about the event that happened yesterday?
It was hot.
It was hot. You're just gonna say like you know a million words? Is that what you're saying? I don't know if I know a million. Like,
well, I think those are all responses to themselves.
Possible responses. I mean, I don't know if they're like relevant or real responses. They're just making up any adjective you can think of and just saying it. Like single word adjectives, of course you can think of.
It was dark. It was bright.
Yeah, all right.
It was purple.
These are all adjectives. So how many adjectives do you know, Carl? You can start naming them off in a row. Did you?
I enjoyed the loud music and whatnot, and seeing people and dancing with myself and other people that dance. That was really great too. So Yeah, it's all a good thing.
You like dancing?
Sure.
How about the
Groovin'.
grooving? But how about like? Do you feel like that you've done the show like all the way? Sometimes when I would go to TV, I think, what about the couch? And how's the couch doing today?
Well, I don't need to be on the couch for the couch to feel my love. Couch, I love you.
Well, that's good couch.
And it's totally unresponsive to me. It almost like doesn't,
Like my wife.
yeah. It's made out of wood. And, you could actually maybe, well, I guess maybe this is upholstery, not exactly carpet, but it's definitely a pattern to it, which I guess people would call that upholstery, Carl. And then, me in the future would nod and agree.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You're going to watch this in the future, right, Carl? Right? Huh? Yeah, good boy.
Good boy, future self. You see anything on the street in the last 2 days?
Okay, so one thing that I saw on the streets was that I went into an establishment that I had volunteered for in the past, and I went there again in order to shop for a laptop. And so, I'm thinking
Another
about
laptop. Don't you already have Windows?
Yeah, I have a Chromebook, but I'm going to get myself a MacBook Pro. So
What?
yeah, and this MacBook Pro is gonna. There are certain apps, along with GIMP that I use, and these other apps that I use are Mac specific, and so I'm like, okay, Carl first. Let's get the show on the road.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Let's.
yeah. I actually kind of the stream of energy that I'm riding myself on, whitewater rafting, maybe a little bit, but it's a good feeling to be on. So, gonna pick up this laptop in the middle of this coming week.
You have it
I'm pretty
purchased
happy
already?
I have sectioned out 2 alternatives there.
You bought it already though, or you haven't bought it yet?
No. It's a thing that's upcoming here in my future. To kind of expand my all the tools.
Why are you getting a
for
laptop
my-
when you already have the computer? What are you gonna do with the laptop that you can't?
Well,
really do?
for example, I would. There's a couple of filters that take about an hour to finish, and I would rather just kind of keep on kicking that can down the road, and I can certainly kick that can down the road quicker if I had something with me. I'm at various places throughout Olympia.
You want to be able to be mobile with it, huh?
Well, yeah, and so the couple of locations in question, I'm there for a couple hours, and it would really be an interest to me if I could just continue to do what I do, but just on a mobile, dynamic or whatnot. So, looking forward to this expanding horizon that
Do you have a
is.
lot of downtime when you're in a place and you have like. I could be doing something right now.
Well,
I'm doing
yeah.
nothing.
So I could be socializing in the groups that I visit, but I can see I have specific places to put a laptop, and I could be watching it as it's doing its thing, and as it's doing its thing, I could be, okay, it's time for me to do another set of filter, and I'll get to that once the group is done. Because some of my groups last an hour and a half, but others just last for an hour. And so whatever that happens to be in the future is how it happens to be, because everyone's experience is totally unique. But my experience is that I need to just continue pressing buttons, and so it would be a little bit of a juggling act, but I'm good for it.
Yeah, all right, I believe you.
Yeah.
Here, listen to this message.
Program is ready. The producer, we forgot to change the voicemail message last night. Also, it's last day of Death Week, and I have somebody who might be able to talk about the death of Sam and how that works. So, give me a call back. Talk to you later. Bye.
Was this about Dan Bennett? Or, I mean, Dan Dobler? That the message didn't go through?
We were gonna change. We were gonna change the voicemail.
That's right.
We were gonna say a new one, and we didn't do it. Now, we forgot. We forgot about it. Nobody thought about it.
Boo. I mean, yeah. Sometimes
I blame you. You really dropped the ball on this one, Carl.
I accept the
You
penalty.
accept the blame. No, don't accept
accept
the
the penalty.
blame. It's nobody's fault. I'm just.
You
joking.
can cane me, bro. You can tase. Don't tase me, bro. No, I tease.
Oh, hey, program.
Hey, Freddie, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm talking to you on my new BlackBerry phone.
Yay!
Oh, you sound a little different, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Or maybe for a minute there.
Is it clearer? Yeah, this is definitely the first time I've ever talked to you on this thing.
You sound robot-y a little bit more, I would say.
Maybe you sound a little bit clearer.
Yeah, I definitely. It's technically a smartphone from many years ago, so I think they maybe were at that time while they were making phones, like compromising certain aspects of a good phone for other aspects. Like this one can get up to Wi-Fi, and it's got various little techniques that are pretty good. But I think maybe the sound quality was going down at that time. But that's all right.
It sounds a little robot-y, but that's okay. Yeah, we forgot to change the voicemail. I guess we should still do that.
Yeah, I mean, my original idea for changing the voicemail had to do with using the teleprompter at TCTV, because there's a couple things that we probably should say. We should definitely tell people that they're about to be on TV, but maybe something about they can press 1 to go straight to the voicemail, or I don't know, something like that.
Oh yeah, if you've
about the show.
If you've heard this message before, press 1.
Yeah, exactly.
And then go on to say something really long.
Yeah. See, I think that's a good idea.
That sounds good. Maybe we should say the one thing, and then just do info time.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Have you guys done info time yet, this program?
We have not.
Nope.
Huh. That'd be a pretty cool way to go about it, I think.
I think from now on, we can change the message often.
I think we could, because, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, we've had this connection to the mess, or at least I have. I don't know if you've had it too. It's just this not wanting to let go of the message just because it's it was fluid.
I know. It's richer than any other future message ever could be, but I think maybe you could end it with "Have a warm 2, okay, goodbye." You could just still say that. That's how maybe info time should work. Maybe info time should always say, "And have a warm 2, okay, goodbye," instead of thank you.
And have a warm. Oh, instead of thank you.
Or maybe thank you, and have a warm 2, goodbye. Or no, maybe not goodbye. Goodbye maybe we could lose, but have a warm 2, I think we need to have a warm 2.
I said goodbye in the message?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, that's not what you're supposed to say at all.
I don't know. I'm not sure. We should listen to it again one more time.
All right, yeah, here it is.
You're gonna listen to it?
Hey, it's your daily hour with me.
Can you hear
Leave
that?
a message. We'll play it on the
Yeah.
TV show here, so have something good to say and have a 1, 2. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.
Okay, well, I think you.
Oh, okay, goodbye. Thank you. You do both, so I think it works out that way.
Yeah. That mean we did that in 2010.
Well, I'm going to miss you, improvisational
All right, welcome to the
message.
Cries Room.
I'm going to miss
what'd
you
you say,
so
program?
much.
How's the production end going?
Oh, it's going really well. We're back on track with YouTube. Everything is going great. We're not behind at all. Uploading every day. Pretty soon we'll be uploading the songs from Guaranteed Whales. We got a new important member of the program, which is Garrett the Whale. And I don't know. Really, it couldn't be going better. I think everything's going to go good. On the Friday that Guaranteed Whales will play, we're going to upload a new episode from year 1, an episode that got missed a long time ago.
Oh,
we're going to
yeah.
finish out one of the seasons, I think, get it up to date. And then we're on TV and on YouTube and working on maybe getting back on the radio somehow. I think pretty soon we're going to be going onto the radio in the past from the year ago.
Whoa.
It'd be really fun to get on to Chaos. I think we can do it. I looked at the indecency rules of the radio, and we're doing fine in terms of indecent.
All right, let's just give them old episodes then, if we can.
Yeah, we could start. I think we should start with the radio episodes again. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
We got Garrett out here.
Oh, Garrett's there in the studio?
Yeah.
Hey, Garrett, hello.
Hey, we're gonna play the first dice game. You want to pick a number?
Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna pick a 3.
You can play at home, viewers. If you get out a pen, write number down in your hands between 1 and 6. Here we go. What happened? Carl forgot the dice.
Was it 3? Yeah. Whoa.
We gotta find some dice. Do we have any around here?
Oh, yeah.
Where'd you forget them, Carl?
Yeah.
At home.
It's the program. Are you still up for talking about salmon death? Sure.
Oh yeah, death.
We have a guest about
Found one?
salmon death.
Carl found 2. Well, we can roll it then.
It's the last day of Death Week. I can't really hear what you guys are saying right now.
Oh, it's the last day? Tomorrow's not Death Week anymore?
Last day of Death Week right now.
Do we have didn't we start Death Week on a Sunday?
My friend Alex can tell salmon death. Do you want to do Death Week? It doesn't go to Sunday.
Oh yeah, what are we gonna do tomorrow? Do we have another tape?
Spaghetti Week.
Oh yeah.
It's Spaghetti Week.
Do you have Spaghetti Week tape?
No, but I can make it by tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I can make Spaghetti Week tomorrow. Maybe I can cook spaghetti tonight and film it. I think we can make Spaghetti Week happen.
Great. Spaghetti Week starts tomorrow.
And we have a regular weekday on the event tape right now. So if I can't quite make it until Monday, we can do regular day. And then anyway, I do have something to talk about the death of salmon.
All right, let's hear about it. Here, Carl, let's do the dice game with the 1 though.
Did I win? Did the 3 win?
We haven't rolled yet. Carl's trying to find more dice, but we don't need the 1 for now.
Okay, you can still get on the dice game too. Okay. I think I'll... Yeah. Hello?
What number do you want, Alex?
Hey, guys.
What number do you want?
Oh, what numbers? Maybe I'll just choose 2.
All right, I have a 2 also. Oh, it's a 4. So, death, huh?
Hello?
Yes?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, yes, death. How about death?
Oh, death. Oh, well, I was just going to talk about salmon death if you wanted to hear about it.
Yeah, what
I've killed
about
lots
it?
of salmon in my day.
You've killed salmon?
I killed lots of salmon. Well, Freddie was just talking to me, and I just mentioned that I did the hatchery thing last season. So I killed, maybe last season, maybe close to like 1,500 salmon.
Oh, man. Why?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a process that, it's a slow... Do you want me to just go through the motions of it right now?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. So, at hatcheries, there's all these salmon that they've produced, and they're coming back as adults, and they go into these little raceways, and then a guy with a stick plugs them all up into, like, the end of these raceways, and they go into this screw trap, and they fall down, and people sort them, and then a person, just whacks them with bats. All, like 1 million salmon, right?
Yeah.
And then these will go into these, big boxes, and what I have to do with these, big totes of, there's maybe, 80 salmon. No, there's 300 salmon per big tote. I just, saw through their heads with, a hacksaw. I just hack off these heads like it's like an 80s horror film, going through these heads. And I collect the heads, and that's what I'm there for, as I'm just a head collector, a salmon head collector.
What do you do with the heads?
So these heads, in all federal hatcheries, they all have these, they're like a little bit of wire, like metal wire, that's been injected into their noses. And that little bit of wire has 6 digits on it, and it'll identify which hatchery it's from, what year it's from, what raceway it's from, and so you can do population analysis from that. It's good to know where things are coming from in the hatchery producing process. But the result of that is you just have to do lots of fish murder, lots of fish deaths, because there's thousands of them that come back, right? And so you have to analyze where they're from, and so you just need a person like me to just mow through their heads with saws and put them all in little bags and send them off to the lab.
Does that ever get to you? All that killing?
What's that?
Does all that killing, do you ever think, that's just a lot of death on your hands? Does that ever get to you? Oh, I killed a lot of things, kind of thing,
Yeah. I mean, what's funny is, the first 20, you get the little fish and you're all dainty with it, oh, I don't want to hurt him. Oh, my God, oh, I feel so bad for him. And you do a little bit, but, fish perceive things in a whole different way than we do. And, you don't want to, there's no way, we're always trying to avoid, having them in any sort of harm when they're alive. But, the process after they're dead, that takes, after the first 20, then you're sort of desensitized by it.
But they all got hit by a bat just before you sawed them off, right?
Yeah, hit them with a bat. That's I guess the official way to do out fish.
What do you do with all the What do you do with all the bodies? Do you eat them or what?
Oh, what do you do after the fish?
Yeah.
You mean what do you do with the whole body?
Yeah.
Okay. So it depends on the season, actually. So if it's fresh in the season, they're all silvery and just in the river for a little bit. Those will go to either the tribes or food banks or things like that.
Uh-huh.
But once they start getting all red, all in spawning colors, then they've been mobilizing nutrients inside of themselves for a long time, because they're transforming into these monsters, and so all the nutrients that they have are just going into making their colors as bright as they can be, and so their meat isn't as good anymore, and so we just compost all of those.
It's not as good. It's just you can't eat it.
I'm sorry. I feel I can't really hear you guys that well. Sorry. What did you say?
It's hard. Why can't you eat that? Is it taste bad or what?
I guess people. I guess it's more of a preference. There's nothing that would hurt you or anything about the meat. It's just it's less tasty.
Oh, well, I want to eat that.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people could deal with that. I don't know.
Save a couple for me.
What's that? Get a couple for you?
Do you get any? Do you get to take home any salmon to eat?
Do I get any salmon to eat?
Yeah.
No, I mean there's a hatchery obligation to all these, so I don't think we're technically allowed to take any, even though we see we see so many like passing through us, and it's funny because they're like so big, and like every one we're like, oh man, that's such a good looking fish. These things are like a meter long, like 3 feet long.
What?
Some of them. They're huge, and like just one of those could feed 10 people, twice.
So on some end, there's somebody who's sticking wires into every single fish. Like years ago or something.
Sticking what into what? Every single fish?
Wires.
Oh yeah. So the wires are just in all of every single one of the hatchery fish. They're not in any of the natural fish.
How do you tell the difference?
Between hatchery fish and regular fish?
Yeah.
So the natural fish, they'll have these things called adipose fins. So on the back there's the dorsal fin. That's the thing that like sharks have that stick out of the water. That's like the main thing that's on their back. But for salmon they have this little like fatty nub just behind that, and that's the adipose fin. So all hatchery fish will get that thing clipped off. So if you're an angler or something, you can tell hatchery fish from wild fish by the lack of the adipose fin, because all of those will be clipped off.
They hit them with the bat, so they look around for these fish without that thing, and they hit them, and then they escort them, and then they have to like separate the natural and then the hatchery.
Yep. We separate all the fish, and like all the natural ones will go up and spawn and everything, and then we have to. So it's basically a metal detector that we tell like which ones have tags in their heads or not.
Wow.
And so if they have a tag in their head, then it goes to me, right? And I do all the gore, and I have to like saw their head off, right, and everything, right? And then if it doesn't, we either look if it's tagged or if it's clipped or not. And if it does have a clip, like a adipose clip, then it'll like go into hatchery, into like the food bank or whatever. But if it doesn't have the adipose clip, then it'll go upstream and can do its own thing.
Yeah. And why are you doing this? Is it for science or what?
Well, it was just I had this experience last fall working for hatcheries. So it's just like me doing hatchery stuff, and the hatcheries are doing this because. I mean, the reason that we have hatcheries is, there's a number of reasons. Like, usually it's because we did something to the natural population, and we need to supplement that population with, like, a man-made salmon population, because we have this fishing industry that that needs a lot of fish, because we want to eat a lot of fish. And so, in order for those fishery, commercial fishery people to not go out of business, and for the salmon to not be extinct, our solution has been to make these hatcheries that just produce millions of fish.
Is it working?
Well, that's a tough thing to say. I mean, it's doing its trick right now. I don't know if it's like a sustainable way to do things.
Yeah.
But what it does, because this is Death Week, what it does do is definitely participate in the, because these fish are going to die anyway, because that's the end of salmon, right? Salmon's a good metaphor in the Pacific Northwest for death, because it just ends, their whole life is going to spawn, and then they die like weeks or days afterwards. So the hatcheries are they go in, a day or two before they're going to do the normal spawn, and then just facilitate this natural salmon death for them.
Oh yeah, they all die anyway. At the same time.
Yeah, they're all going to die anyway, but we have to do it in this really bizarre, weird way, right? Where these things, they're all going to this place thinking that they're going to make it do their thing, and then they get in this like weird alien world where they're getting hit by a bat, and then they're sawed to pieces.
Do you have a net?
What's that?
You have a net?
So when they're coming up the river, there's a weir that will direct them all up into the hatchery.
What's a
So all
weir?
the fish,
What is that?
A weir is just something that blocks the river, and that will directionally make fish go it'll make them go in a certain direction.
Okay.
And then that direction is into the hatchery. And then once they go up, say there's a fish ladder there. Once they go up to the fish ladder, they're going to be stuck in these raceways and they can't go back down. And then once they're in the raceways, that means that we can get them. And then use them for brood stock for the next generation, because we're going to select them randomly, right? And so their eggs and their sperm will go to the next, millions of fish that are going to be put back down into the river.
All right. Wow. Sam. All right. Thanks, Alex. That's a good closing for Death Week. Fish.
Yeah. Anytime.
You seen any? Have you been on the show before?
I don't think I've ever been on the show before. This is my first time on the show.
Have you ever been on TV before?
I've been on TV before. Because I've been on the Dancily Dance.
Oh, good show.
A great show.
Yeah.
Anybody who hasn't been should go.
Great. All right. Well, hey, Alex, come on to the show in person sometime.
I think I will do that.
Great.
Yeah, I'll totally do that.
All right. Thanks, Alex. We'll talk to you later, and tell Freddie thank you also.
Yeah, it was nice talking to you.
Okay. Bye.
All right, bye.
All right. Let's do this thing. I was thinking I don't think we should do info time because it wouldn't really make a lot of sense. Maybe except for the part where it says you're watching. This is. How about you change info time a little bit to try to do the thing though? But okay, are we ready for this? Because
of course I am. I'm always ready.
this is the new one.
And generally speaking.
We're gonna record a new message right now. This is a thing.
Okay. So do you often mean what you say when just first take only?
What the heck is this thing?
I mean, I can just do it on one take, and that one take is good enough.
I think it wants... What the heck? Uh-oh. It wants us to call... It wants us to call a thing. Or something. I'm confused at what is this thing is... It doesn't want to just record with the through the mics. You got to use a phone or something. What is this one?
Can we dial that number?
No, I don't know. I don't know what just happened. I thought that we recorded one. We recorded one with the thing before.
Google, why do you keep on changing things on us? Boo.
Yeah, did they change it up? Or is it...
I'm sure in one sense, you probably could have recorded voicemail straight from the laptop without having the
The
call.
Google subscriber you have called
Uh-oh.
is not available.
I think I deleted the old one. Goodbye. Goodbye message.
Oh.
It's gone. It's gone forever. And now we don't have any of them, so that's bad. And now we have no outgoing message, and I don't know how to fix it. Well, I guess we're gonna have to move on here. Let's listen to this other message here. It's
Hey, program, this is Reed. I'm in Los Angeles right now. It's really sunny. Hope you're all well.
Thank you, Reed.
yeah, let's call Reed back.
What about info time?
Oh yeah, well. Yeah. Yep.
The Google subscriber you The Google subscriber you have called is not available. The Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hello? Oh, that was Reed's message. Outgoing message was the same one that we're trying to mess with. Hey, Reed, it's the program. You can call us back. You seen him for LA? Okay, thank you.
The Google subscriber you have called is not.
Boo.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available.
Hey, it's your daily hour of
Oh,
me.
it's still there.
Leave a message.
Oh.
We'll play it on the TV show here. So
Thank you. I've never been so happy to hear a warm two as I am or was at that.
Yeah. Here's another message. Oh, it's there. Guess who?
In the end, I think things usually work out. I'm going to guess that this is Bird. Just a wild guess. No.
How dumb do you have to be to talk bad about Manuela?
Pretty dumb, I guess. You know?
Come on.
Where are we going,
First,
bro?
if you're fat, you would talk bad about Manuela.
Where's your phone, Carl?
If you ain't as pretty as you used to be,
Yeah,
bad
I've
about
got it
Manuela.
right here.
If you're on TNG,
Do you want the headphone
and you're
jack to
fat
be
and
plugged
not as
in
pretty
or
as you
something,
used to
or
be, you
what?
talk bad.
No,
call
just put
Manuela
you
dumb.
putting your phone number here.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about that.
We're gonna call. I think it's gonna be your phone, and then we're gonna call your phone. Then you can leave a message from your phone to the voicemail. You don't like that idea, or what?
Yeah, no, that's fine. You know, hey, technical workarounds are always the experience of your daily hour with me. So, hooray! Yeah,
Hooray!
I think that was the correct response. Hey, Tom, raise that cue card up. Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
That was the correct response. Yeah. Thank you, Tom. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, Tom. Couldn't do without you.
And this manatee right here, or semi-whale, or whatever.
Semi-whale.
I don't know my
So I told my uncle
Yeah?
marijuana could be need to be legal in all 50 states, and he's like, probably not gonna happen.
Yeah?
And then I'm like, well, what about them people over there in the District of Columbia? They all voted to legalize pot in the District of Columbia.
Yeah.
He's like, but the government, the people don't rule the District of Columbia. The government rules the District of Columbia. And I'm
It's
like,
true.
and there's no way to fix that unless you vote all of the Republicans out and give the Democrats majority. And I'm like, well, what if we just vote the Democrats as a majority, vote the Republicans out in the District of Columbia across the United States? If everybody understands across the United States that they need to vote the Republicans out of the District of Columbia so that marijuana can be legal there, because otherwise they're not going to legalize it there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the way that goes. I'm like, man, somebody's got to explain it to everybody, or it ain't going to happen. And he's like, whatever. So I figure if the District of Columbia needs to be legal for marijuana, which every state in the nation needs to be legal for marijuana, at least medical marijuana, and then we need to just vote them motherfuckers out if they ain't gonna do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of their fucking asses.
gonna put in the code.
So that's the way it is. Vote them out. Vote marijuana in, and then you can let some stupid fucker back in whenever they're ready to come back and do things the way people want it done.
Yeah, all right. Mr. Ginsu is calling back. Is it going?
I keep on. I kept on entering 95 twice, so I hope 95 worked.
Oh, I think it worked.
Yay! What's next?
You know what's next? We're gonna do the thing, but let's call. Well, yeah, we're gonna do the voicemail thing now. How's your sandwich today?
Everything's great. You know that's why.
How much cheese is in there?
Probably about 4 slices.
That's it.
Yeah.
Not super cheesy.
2 on the top and 2 on the bottom, and a whole lot of lettuce in the middle.
Solid sandwich. Here. We're recording a new voicemail. Where's your phone? It's going.
Yeah, it's good.
You gotta leave a new voicemail. But tell them to, if you heard this message, once press 1. But you gotta talk on your mic and the voicemail at the same time so we can hear it. Yeah. You can do it. Here it is. This is gonna be our new voicemail, though.
Hello.
Is it going though?
Yeah. It should be going.
If you heard this, press 1.
If you heard this message, press 1. Welcome to your Daily Hour with me. It's a hyper-live, hour-long call-in television talk show on the radio that's recorded in Thurston County every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 366 on the leap years. YDHWM began on September 19th, 2010. Tapes a week in advance. So if you're watching this on TV, 11:30 p.m. on Channel 22. This episode taped on the same weekday the previous... Okay. Well, thanks for your phone call and your interest in the program. Good day. I
don't know if I like that one. Actually, I don't even know if it worked. Did it work? Are you going to use it? What does it say? Did you hang up?
Yeah, I hung up. It would. Yeah, no. I'm starting to really understand what the
I think
process.
it's going again. Just do the press 1 thing and then say we're playing your message on TV. We're playing this on TV.
Press 1 if you press 1 if you heard this message again. You're gonna be on TV. Holy cow! Yeah. No, I want a teleprompter now. You motherfucker of the universe, come on, work with me. Holy cow!
All right, press pound.
Fucking that shit.
Did you press pound?
No,
press pound.
I just hung up.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. All right, here we go. Okay. All right. Okay. This time, press pound. This time.
Okay. All right. Press pound this time when I am done with the phone call.
When you're finished, press pound.
Yeah. Press 1 if you want to skip this message. This message that you're about to send would potentially be played on Community Access TV. This is your Daily Hour with me. It's a hyper-live, hour-long call-in television talk show. We record every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Feel free to leave a message, and
we'll call you back.
We'll call you back. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Have a warm too.
Have a warm too.
Good, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Press 1 if you want to skip this message. This message that you're about to send would potentially be played on Community Access TV. This is your Daily Hour with me. It's a hyper-live, hour-long call-in television talk show. We record every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Feel free to leave a message, and we'll call you back. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Have a warm too.
To keep this greeting, press 1, or to re-record, press 2.
Press 1.
Press 1.
Greeting saved. You may now hang up to end this call. Goodbye.
Okay,
Well,
we
she ends
got
the call on me anyway.
we did it. I don't know if that one's better, except for the same one.
I don't like you, Google person. You don't
Yeah,
offer
when-
a good teleprompter.
Press 1 if you want to skip this message.
Oh, you just throw your
this
phone?
message
Well, I just
that you're
wanted
about
to-
send
Oh man.
would potentially
sometimes
be
I do
played.
that.
Oh man.
It's okay.
It is okay if you say so.
It's like Timex. Sometimes it can take a beating and keep on ticking.
Is
I
that
mean,
ti-
it's almost totally covered by rubber.
all right, throw
it's-
your expensive
no.
device. See if I care. Here we go.
Well, you initially kind of did.
I mean, I don't know if I cared. I was just like shocked. Like what? You mean you break your whatever?
Sandwich.
Don't break a sandwich. What kind of cheese is in the sandwich?
Provolone, I believe. Same
Only
as.
provolone? There's no Swiss?
Yeah. Well, no, I
What
don't
about
believe Swiss.
cheddar?
No. McConey's just has Swiss or provolone as well.
to an automatic
I
voice
believe.
message system. 3.
Ba, 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 ba. Mr. Ginsu, it's the program. You can call us back.
We have no idea how long you have to before the program ends.
Yeah, you should call us back though. I want to see
Like ASAP.
how it sounds though. I'm gonna hear that new thing. Well, you don't want to call? You want to leave a message? See how it goes, or we can wait for somebody else to do it. Maybe we'll just wait for Mr. Ginsu. I mean, we don't need to get ahead of ourselves or anything like that. But I want to call Mandy because I think I'm gonna do a show kind of later tomorrow than 8 o'clock, and I don't know if Mandy's gonna be able to make it that. So
Yeah.
but we'll call her now and tell her about tomorrow, and that we have a new message.
Late or early, it's totally okay with me.
Late. So you're all completely off of being vegan, Carl. Cheese sandwiches every day now.
Oh
huh?
no.
Yeah.
It is just another is. I know you don't like me saying that, but whatever happens to be how I'm feeling at the moment is what I want
Hey,
to do.
Mandy.
Hey!
It's the program. We're on TV. How you doing today?
What's cracking?
I don't know if you were scheduled to be here tomorrow, but I'm telling you now, we're gonna be doing the show a little bit later than normal, so I don't know if you'll be able to make it.
What time are you doing it?
Probably like 9.
9?
9 maybe.
Which means we'd be like done at like 10.
Yeah, but maybe a little bit even. Yeah.
I can do 9.
You could? All right. Well,
I can do 9 because I don't. Yeah. I can do 9.
okay, then 9 instead of 8.
9 tomorrow.
9. It's gonna
Sweet.
be what I guess a regular day because it's not gonna be Death Week anymore.
No,
Well,
it's
what kind
going to
of
be
week is it gonna
spaghetti.
be?
Oh, spaghetti! It's Spaghetti Week.
Spaghetti week.
Yeah,
Oh, that's fun.
I'm
Should
pretty
I bring
excited.
some spaghetti sauce?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm pretty excited for
I'll bring-
Spaghetti Week.
spaghetti
Yeah.
sauce.
It's kind of the
guys gotta
duality
bring
of
that.
Death Week and Spaghetti Week.
What's the correlation?
It's just like Death Week and it's just like
Like, how
they're
does death move into spaghetti?
it's like spaghetti is it brings you around the table. It brings you closer.
Does what?
It brings you closer to each other, and I guess death does too in a way.
Yeah.
And that's why. Maybe it's not
Spaghetti
that.
brings people together.
Well, after the viewers at when this is
Absolutely.
on TV, it changes
Cool.
over
Well, what
to
else is going
that
on?
next
What?
week.
What else is going on?
We're Carl's eating a cheese sandwich.
Yep.
We changed the voicemail. We changed our voicemail, so maybe you want to call it or try it out. If you want to try and leave a message in, maybe like 20 minutes or something when we're off the air, and you can hear the new voicemail.
I'll totally try that. Maybe. Well, probably not. I'll probably be in bed.
We had the old one.
I'll try it sometime randomly.
We've had the old one for years.
What's that?
We had the old one since we started. Maybe a few weeks, like right when we started the show, we recorded that old voicemail, and it didn't make much sense. And we left.
Well, what's with all the sudden changes?
What do you mean?
Why is everything changing?
What else?
Well, it's called life.
Yeah. But what else is changing?
I don't handle change very well.
Me neither. What else is changing though?
The weather.
Uh-huh.
My car. My attitude.
You're changing your car?
I got a new car.
Oh wow! I think we should hear all about this tomorrow too. But yeah, change is hard. But it sometimes it needs to happen. You want to keep things the same.
I agree.
Especially when things are working. It's not like the other message wasn't working. It was just there.
Right.
It was 5 years old, and the only reason I liked it and held on to it is because it was so old.
Yeah, it was time for an update.
Yeah, and I just said I like it because I've had it for so long. And is that really a good reason to like it?
It was a sentimental thing.
Yeah.
It became a sentimental thing.
And sometimes you have to let that go. In my personal voicemail.
Like a ratty old sweatshirt that's full of holes. Sometimes, no matter how much you love that sweatshirt, it's time to let it go. Time for an update.
You go out and people say, "Why are you wearing that thing? It looks ratty and old." And
because it's my friend.
You have plenty of other shirts to wear, and no, you're not making any friends with that shirt.
Yeah, that sweatshirt's gonna be your only friend.
Yeah.
We have a couple of dice to roll, though.
Oh yeah, we gotta watch the commercial and do the dice and stuff. So here it was. See you tomorrow, Andy.
Hey, good night.
We didn't do any of the stuff. We're gonna.
Yeah.
Here, just roll all the dice. I'm skipping forward through all this into the commercial. So, and then what's the dice? Coming up tomorrow on the program. Hey everybody, it's a commercial. Today it's me and the Disembodied Head. You having a good time today, Disembodied Head?
7, 6,
yeah. Good.
4.
We talk to McDonald's, we listen to Mr. Gitsy messages, we hear about the production, and we do all this stuff every night, 11:30 and 2 a.m. here on TCTV channel 22. It's Death Week this week. Next week's going to be Spaghetti Week. Yeah. That's what you can call in about.
There's a raccoon walking down the sidewalk right now.
What?
There's a raccoon walking down the sidewalk right now in my neighborhood. I'm kind of afraid to get out of my car.
Thanks, episode 1000. Number? What number you want, maybe 4? You want a 4? You won, baby, you won! You're doing a 4! You won the dice game! You're dead! You're the winner of the dice game, baby, you won it! Stop, please stop, man! You're dead, you're dead! Get over, ready, over! Please, get through!
Recording.
Coming up in the next episode of the program.
Your daily hour with me.
Yeah. Everybody, it's the commercial.
Hey.
Yeah, we have a little bit of a weird Sunday, but we're doing the program now, and it's really early in some sense from when we usually do the program. We talked to Mr. Gansu and a new person called Zach.
Hi, Zach.
Over behind Grocery Outlet. Check it out. 11:30 p.m. and 2 a.m. YDHWM.com. 360-836-4384. Call, but we're probably not dead.